Hey everyone, Harry here to talk about former President, twice impeached Donald Trump and his keynote address at the Conservative Political Action Conference this weekend, where he announced that if he's indicted, he will remain a candidate for president. In fact, he more than announced it. He sort of beat his chest in best Neanderthal Trumpian fashion and said, bring it on. So now, of course, it's Trump. Everything has to be taken, green with a salt shaker. And it may be 50-50 that it's truthful what's in his mind at the time, and it can all change anyway. But that said, we had a preview of his sort of political response, or what he thinks is his favorable political response. And it was very much, bravado and, oh, please indict me. It'll be so good. My poll numbers would go up right away. And even more than that, he basically conjoined his own grievance complex and his overall braggadocio, I think that's a word, with the kind of campaign strategy that got him to the presidency in the first place, which is the way he reaches out to his gang, largely non-college educated white males are the mainstay of it, others of course, and to basically be I'm one of you. It's hilarious and completely false, but anyway, he has managed to sell it successfully. But so on Saturday, when he's asked about this, he not only says, I'm staying in, and, brays and beats his chest, but he says, I am your warrior. I am your justice. And for those who have been wronged and betrayed, I am your retribution. So very cunningly, it seems to me, he wants to take the prospect of his being indicted and turn it around into a populist sentiment that basically makes him one of everyone who feels, that they've been treated poorly and they're downtrodden as a result of what big shot government does to them or whatever. So, I mean, you see the shift in his stump speech if he is to be indicted, and that it makes him also, this is reminiscent of January 6th itself. He says, I'm your retribution, I'm your justice, and this is it. Either they win or we win, and if they win, we no longer have a country. So remember those words. So he will reach out to his folks and have his own petty and very justified, because the facts and the law support it, prosecutions recast in terms of not just a holy battle for him, but for the entire country, and this overweening kind of agenda, essentially, of sticking it to the libs, something like that, or to government in general. So, will he cut a deal? How will things go if he's really indicted? Well, we've talked about this before. I'll talk about it more. But the first thing you can say about an indictment is he's got plenty of maneuvering room with pre-trial motions and the like, and some of them are far-fetched, some of them are not so far-fetched. They at least might be kind of untrod ground, as so much with Trump is untrod ground, and they at least delay. So even if he just intends to do this and fold when he's really looking at criminal penalties, arguably that can take him deep into the 2024 campaign, maybe even to November, and give him his number one talking point. I am your warrior. I am your justice. For those who have been wronged and betrayed, I am your retribution. It's almost like messianic, isn't it? It's all, it's almost got a kind of religious leader sort of feel and tone to it. So it strikes me, even if it's posturing that will well continue out of the box if he's indicted, as looks, very likely, increasingly likely could happen as early as, this would be soon, but as early as the end of this week. So he, at least the public posturing is bring it on. And by the way, can he do it? Can an indicted person run for president? Can a convicted person run for president? As I just said, he is a walking set of unexamined to date hypotheticals. That would be the first time that a former president is even indicted. But as best as I think I can tell and others I respect can tell, yeah, because you really have to think about this in terms of the people and the popular will. If they want to make a convict, someone serving a life term president, I don't think that they can be denied. There may be certain accommodations where he has, wears ankle bracelets or whatever, but, there can be this crazy, but also completely sort of, disabling situation in government where an indicted and even a convicted Trump can go forward. So I think it's pretty clear that at least out of the gate, if this happens, and I think it will, you'll see this total Neanderthal response and this line: "I'm your warrior, I am your justice. For those who have been wronged and betrayed, I am your retribution." It's not just ironic, but deeply offensive that after the crimes he perpetrated on the country, that will be his stance. But of course, what should we expect? So there you have it. What to expect when an indictment by the people of Georgia versus Donald Trump, people of New York versus Donald Trump, or people of the United States versus Donald Trump comes down. It'll just be, at least at the get-go, a kind of point of pride in the campaign that he thinks will actually, or that he asserts, and there's some plausibility there, will actually, retrofit and charge his, to date, fairly kind of low-energy campaign. So, what a mess. As always, we'll follow it very closely. Hey, if these YouTube videos if you're enjoying them, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot as we launch a completely independent operation. No associations with any big corporate entities here. Just I think is better for our objectivity. So, thank you for considering that. And for Mr. Trump, we'll see what happens when he's indicted, but we had a pretty good preview Saturday night. Just remember these lines: "I'm your warrior, I'm your justice. For those who have been wronged and betrayed, I'm your retribution." There you have it. And that's coming soon. And so it's a sure thing when the indictment comes. We'll be here to dissect it at great length and detail. Until then, talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and other Talking Feds content, please take a second to like and subscribe. Talk to you later.